My name is Lupita Nyong'o, and one thing you might not know about me is that I learned to ride a bike when I was 16. I asked for a bike and I never received one. And then finally, at 16, my friend lent me her bike and she taught me how to ride. I was quite frightened of the idea, as much as I wanted to do it. When you're 16, you know a little bit more about danger in a way that you don't know as a child. I'm not a very good rider though. You will not find me riding on the streets of New York. I first discovered acting just as a kid. I liked to play make-believe. It was always more interesting than the real world to me. I loved playing with dolls in the dark, just me and them, you know, with a sliver of light in cupboards and things like that. I think it dawned on me slowly that acting was something that I could do as a profession. And it was watching TV, The Color Purple and Whoopi Goldberg in particular, seeing her in that and then seeing her in Sister Act and realizing, oh my God, this is the same person in different worlds. And how cool would it be to have that lifestyle? I knew that I wanted to do something in the world of entertainment, and so how I went about doing that was trying out different roles. I was first team production assistant. In one movie, I was on the art department. In another, things like that, and post-production assistant in another. My favorite job was definitely first team production assistant on The Constant Gardener because I got to explore Kenya. And I would never have traveled Kenya that way without that film. So it was nice to be able to tour Kenya and have a job doing so. I really grew so proud of my country working on that film. Well, my guiding principle is to put my efforts to things that I find truly, deeply interesting. It's a lot of time you put in a creative project, and so I have to be fully invested and interested in it, not just because it's a smart idea, but because it grabs my heart. That's where I do my best work, when I feel emotionally engaged. I wouldn't say I was superstitious. I would say I am ritualistic as an actor. I love community rituals especially, and so yes, I will devise ways with each role that I play to get in and out, and it's very specific to that role. I directed a documentary that's very near and dear to my heart called In My Genes, which was about the experience of people with albinism in Kenya. And that was my final thesis project when I was in undergrad. I wanted to figure out how to make the most of real life, you know, dramatically. And I produced a music video. I was in a competition to make a music video. That, again, it was like a totally new world. I would like to direct in the future. I think that's in my cards, hopefully. You know, I worked on Star Wars and I wore this very unattractive mocap suit every day, something I was not keen to take with me. So, you know, all I walked away with from Star Wars was my socks. They had absolutely nothing. They were just black, and they were the socks that I wore while I shot it. So I know what they're about. I keep my Oscar on a shelf in my living room. It's next to the window, so you can get the best light.